The full-scale laboratory test of a dynamic subsea power cable produced by NKT HV cables is a critical process to ensure the cable's reliability and durability under real-world conditions. This test involves subjecting the cable to rigorous compression and bending forces to simulate the harsh subsea environment. The cable undergoes a series of tests to assess its mechanical and electrical performance. Compression tests evaluate the cable's ability to withstand external pressures that mimic the conditions found at various ocean depths. Bending tests are equally important, as they simulate the dynamic movements the cable will experience due to underwater currents, waves, and the movement of subsea equipment. The cable is bent repeatedly to specific angles and radii to test its flexibility and resistance to fatigue. NKT leverages over a century of expertise in cable technology, ensuring reliable and efficient cable repair and maintenance services. NKT secures cable repair vessels through their purpose-built NKT Victoria collaboration with third-party cable-laying vessels and a versatile cable handling system that converts offshore construction vessels for repairs. Utilizes its decades of experience with third-party cable-laying vessels, forming strategic partnerships to ensure immediate access to reliable and experienced vessels for efficient and effective cable repair operations. NKT's cable handling system converts offshore construction vessels into cable repair vessels, utilizing equipment like turntables, loading arms, and jointing houses, all mounted on foundation frames for rapid mobilization and deployment. The loading arm system and conveyors ensure efficient cable handling. NKT's cable handling system includes cable chutes for smooth cable deployment, winches for precise control and tensioning, and advanced joining equipment for secure cable connections. The jointing house provides a controlled environment for technicians to perform delicate splicing and repairs, ensuring high quality and reliable cable joining even in challenging offshore conditions. NKT's mobilization port in Ames is ideal for equipment storage and mobilization, offering extensive facilities for storing spare cables and accessories. Its strategic location ensures rapid deployment of the cable handling system, facilitating quick and efficient mobilization for cable repair operations, enhancing readiness and response times. NKT guarantees vessel availability within 10 days by combining their own NKT Victoria, partnerships with third-party vessels, and a flexible cable handling system, ensuring prompt and reliable repair service. Clean insulation. Ensure the cable insulation is thoroughly clean to remove any contaminants. Evenly apply stress control mastic to cable insulation, ensuring complete coverage to manage electrical stress and prevent insulation breakdown. Securely attach the lug to the cable's end, ensuring tightness. Prepare protective bag. Get the protective bag ready for later use. Apply assembling paste generously to the cable and termination components to ease assembly and ensure a smooth, secure fit. Cover lug with protective bag. Place the protective bag over the lug to safeguard it during installation. Carefully slide the termination body onto the cable, ensuring alignment. Remove protective bag. Remove the protective bag from the lug after installing the termination body. Vanderlee, a time-honored name in the rope manufacturing industry, has been a part of the Hendrik Veeder Group since April 2013, founded in the 16th century and continually managed by direct descendants of Jan Pieters Vanderlee, 1545 to 1613, it holds the distinction of being the oldest family-owned business in the Netherlands. This enduring legacy reflects the company's commitment to quality and innovation in rope manufacturing, particularly for high-demand sectors like offshore, maritime, government, and defense. At Van der Lee's production facility in Oudwater, a comprehensive manufacturing process ensures that each rope product meets rigorous standards. The process begins with the selection of raw materials, where the company sources high-quality natural and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers, such as hemp or jute, are chosen for their strength and durability, while synthetic fibers like nylon and polyester are selected for their resilience and resistance to environmental factors. Braiding rope by hand is a skilled process that combines traditional techniques with craftsmanship. It begins with selecting and preparing the fibers, which can be natural or synthetic. These fibers are carefully measured, cut, and arranged to ensure uniformity. The braiding itself involves intertwining multiple strands of fiber in a specific pattern to form a cohesive rope. A common technique is the three-strand braid, where three strands are braided together in a sequence that alternates their positions. Each strand is passed over and under the others in a precise manner, creating a strong and flexible rope. The process starts with anchoring the first end of the strands to a stable surface or fixture. The strands are then carefully woven together by hand, maintaining even tension throughout to ensure a consistent braid. As braiding progresses, the rope is periodically checked and adjusted to prevent tangling or unevenness. Once the desired length is braided, the ends of the rope are secured to prevent unraveling. This may involve tying knots, heat sealing, or applying adhesive. The finished rope is then inspected for any defects or inconsistencies. Hand braiding requires significant dexterity and patience, as the quality of the finished rope depends on the precision of each braid. The core of the manufacturing process is the rope spinning phase. Van der Lee employs advanced rope-making machinery to twist and braid the fibers into ropes of various diameters and strengths. The choice between twisting and braiding depends on the desired characteristics of the finished rope. Twisting provides a traditional sturdy rope suitable for many applications, while braiding creates a rope with greater flexibility and uniformity, often used in more specialized scenarios. Following the spinning phase, the ropes undergo various treatments to enhance their performance. This may include coating with protective compounds to increase resistance to abrasion, UV light, and chemicals. For ropes intended for high-stress applications, such as those used by British Special Forces, additional treatments ensure maximum strength and reliability. Quality control is a critical aspect of Van der Lee's manufacturing process. Each batch of rope is subjected to rigorous testing to ensure it meets the company's ISO 9001 certification standards. This involves testing the tensile strength, flexibility, and durability of the ropes. The company's adherence to these international standards guarantees that its products consistently perform well under demanding conditions. Once tested and certified, the ropes are fabricated into final products, such as abseil ropes or mooring lines, according to specific customer requirements. Customization options allow for modifications in length, diameter, and other specifications to meet the unique needs of various industries. In May 2013, the Hendrik Veeder Group achieved a remarkable feat in the field of heavy lifting and rigging by producing two of the world's longest cable-laid slings. Each sling measures an astounding 280 meters in length, setting a new benchmark for the industry. These slings, terminated with hand-spliced soft eyes at both ends, each weigh an impressive 63 metric tons. Their primary use is for subsea field installation in the Asgard field, located in the Norwegian Sea, where Sapem will deploy them for complex offshore operations. The production of these massive slings involved engineering and craftsmanship. Each sling was carefully designed to handle the substantial loads expected during subsea installation, ensuring they meet rigorous safety and performance standards. The soft eyes, created through traditional hand splicing techniques, enhance the sling's flexibility and reliability, crucial for the challenging marine environment in which they will be utilized. In addition to this groundbreaking project, the Hendrik Veeder Group also expanded its rental fleet by introducing 12 new steel lifting slings. Each sling measures 61 meters by 0.36 meters and combines skilled craftsmanship with advanced machining precision. These slings are tailored specifically for heavy lifting tasks, showcasing the company's commitment to quality and innovation. The production of these slings involved a complex supply chain process. Materials were sourced from Asia and managed under a just-in-time delivery system, ensuring timely and efficient production. Merino wool is renowned for being a natural, eco-friendly, and high-performance fiber. It originates from Australian merino sheep, which thrive on a diet of fresh air, sunshine, water, and grass, producing new wool each year. Wool classification involves sorting wool based on fiber length, fineness, color, strength, and cleanliness, ensuring optimal processing and quality. Scouring involves washing raw wool in hot water with detergent to remove grease, dirt, and impurities, collecting lanolin for reuse. Carding disentangles and aligns wool fibers into a continuous web by passing them through fine-toothed rollers, forming a loose, airy sheet that is subsequently divided into rovings for spinning. Gilling involves aligning and blending wool fibers by passing them through a series of pins, ensuring uniformity before spinning. Combing separates and aligns wool fibers by passing them through a fine-toothed comb, removing short fibers and impurities. This process produces a smooth, continuous sliver, essential for high-quality worsted yarn. Drawing stretches and combines slivers for consistent fiber alignment. Spinning twists and elongates fibers from rovings or slivers into continuous yarn, enhancing strength and uniformity. This process can produce fine, smooth worsted yarn or bulkier, textured woolen yarn. Knitting interloops yarns using various machines, flat, circular, or 3D knitting machines, creating flexible fabrics with structures that range from lightweight and breathable to dense and insulating. Weaving interlaces warp and weft yarns on a loom, producing structured, durable fabrics used for diverse textile applications. Dyeing wool involves applying color at various stages, loose wool, tops, yarn, fabric, or garments, using chemical or natural dyes. This process ensures uniform color absorption, enhancing aesthetic appeal, and can be done in different forms such as immersion or surface application. Finishing involves washing, softening, and drying wool fabrics or garments, followed by ironing to remove wrinkles. This final step enhances texture, appearance, and performance, preparing the product for use or sale. The eagerly anticipated new Zugspitze cable car is set for a grand inauguration on December 21, 2017, with its official operations commencing the following day. This new cable car, which boasts world record status, represents a significant upgrade from the old IBC cable car, which was decommissioned and dismantled to make way for this cutting-edge replacement. Construction at Germany's highest construction site proceeded with impressive speed and efficiency. The project, documented in a recent video, showcases the intricate process of the cable pull, which spanned approximately 10 weeks. This stage was crucial for setting up the infrastructure needed to support the cable car's operations. The video also captures the detailed assembly of the two drive units that are essential for the cable car's functionality, highlighting the technical precision required for their installation. In addition, the video provides a behind-the-scenes look at the delivery and installation of the cable car cabins themselves. These cabins, designed to offer both comfort and spectacular views, are a key feature of the new cable car system, enhancing the overall experience for passengers. The art of rope making has evolved significantly over the centuries, from the labor-intensive methods of the past to the sophisticated machinery of today. Here's a comprehensive look at how rope is manufactured in modern times, showcasing the transition from traditional techniques to advanced technological processes. Traditional rope making years ago, crafting rope was a meticulous and physically demanding process. Workers would stretch yarns across hundreds of meters, often down narrow alleyways, securing them on hooks. These hooks were connected to wheels that rotated, twisting the yarns into rope. This method, known as a rope walk, required considerable space and manpower. Modern rope manufacturing today, the process of making rope is streamlined and automated thanks to advancements in technology. The modern rope-making process begins with the creation of the core yarn, which is central to the rope's strength and flexibility. Preparation of yarns. Thousands of nylon fibers, each finer than human hair but remarkably strong, are prepared for rope making. These fibers are wound around aluminum cylinders, which are then pulled by a rotating spool. 3 yarns at a time are directed over another spool that applies a protective urethane coating. This coating helps to preserve the integrity of the fibers. Twisting and spooling the coated yarns are channeled through a distribution plate that maintains their even spacing and tension. They then pass through a machine known as the whirlwind, which twists the yarns together and winds them onto a take-up spool. Inside this machine, a small arm moves back and forth, ensuring the yarn winds evenly onto the spool. This core yarn is now ready for use in creating the rope. Creating the jacket to protect the core yarns, dozens of spools of nylon fiber are unwound simultaneously. These fibers travel over a network of rollers that guide and control tension. They pass through distribution plates and are twisted into yarn by turning bobbins below. The platform of the machine moves up and down to wind the yarn evenly onto the bobbins. These bobbins are then placed on a maypole braider, named for its braiding action. The bobbins spin and zigzag around each other as the machine pulls the core yarn up through the center. This braiding process weaves the yarns around the core, creating a rope that is both strong and flexible. Finalizing the rope winds onto a wheel as it is pulled upwards, eventually spilling into a basket. Here, a sample rope is tested for flexibility and strength. For high-performance applications like mountain climbing, this rope needs to be strong yet stretchy, a result of the intricate twisting and braiding process. Advanced rope technologies for specialized uses, such as yachting, synthetic ropes made from ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene, UHMWPE, are produced. This material is known for its strength, lightweight nature, and flexibility. A pulley system draws this high-tech rope through metal pipes filled with steam, which shrinks the polyester jacket around the core for a precise fit. Bobbins in these machines perform complex, choreographed movements to create various weaves around the core ropes. If a yarn breaks during the process, the machine automatically shuts down to prevent defects. Testing and quality control. The final stage involves rigorous testing to ensure the rope meets safety and performance standards. For instance, a large utility rope might be tested to withstand weights equivalent to a killer whale. A sample is looped around steel posts, and hydraulic pressure is applied while a computerized gauge measures the tension and breaking point. In another test, a steel probe, FID, is inserted into industrial rope, and an electric motor forces it through while measuring the force required. This test assesses the rope's firmness and flexibility.